out of the concert hall unnoticed. This was the first failure of his career. His client was furious, believing the only opportunity had been lost. The mistake also put the assassin in danger. Police found his urine at the hiding place, which allowed them to easily obtain his DNA. But the assassin did not abandon the deal. This time, he came up with a better plan. He decided to finish the job by the sea. The client thought he was being unrealistic. She said the assassin had missed the best chance. The assassin himself felt helpless. In 2 days, the target would launch the software. The client was extremely angry. The assassin insisted he would complete the mission.
The assassin never carried more than 4 bullets. This mission was at sea, and to handle the rough conditions, he built a stabilizer rig based on camera gimbal technology to keep his sniper rifle locked on target. He secured the rig's weight to his body, gripped the mounting hook, and began loading the large caliber rounds. Finally, he fine-tuned the rifle's precision. Before the target appeared, he had to dial everything in perfectly. Only by mastering distance, wind speed, and direction could he guarantee a clean kill. With everything ready, he set up his rifle and waited for the target to show. Suddenly, the radar alarm sounded. A drone was approaching. To avoid detection, he quickly draped his rifle with clothing, disguising himself as a fisherman. The drone continued its surveillance, but the security team assumed it was just the boss's friend fishing and moved on without a second thought. Meanwhile, the target billionaire, surrounded by heavily armed bodyguards, was preparing to enter the water. The assassin immediately geared up and loaded the second bullet. As the billionaire removed his jacket, he raised the rifle and took aim. Just as his finger moved to the trigger, a massive wave slammed into the yacht, causing violent rocking. Fortunately, the stabilizer reacquired the target, but by then the billionaire had already jumped into the water with bodyguards nearby, making the hit exponentially harder. The target was now swimming and moving. Before he could reacquire his aim, he spotted a speedboat approaching. Without hesitation, he swung the weapon around and shot the bodyguard on board, then quickly loaded the third large caliber round. But suddenly, the radar blared again. Another drone was scanning the area. He grabbed a signal jammer and pressed the button. The drone's feed cut out instantly, but the move gave him away. The bodyguard on the speedboat immediately raised the alarm. Before the assassin could fire, a bodyguard pulled the billionaire underwater to safety. But it was only a temporary reprieve. They'd have to surface eventually. And the moment the billionaire's head broke the water, he'd be dead. Soon enough, they couldn't hold their breath any longer. The instant they surfaced, the assassin fired. The bodyguard dropped dead on the spot. The assassin immediately chambered the fourth and final bullet. This was his last chance. His finger tightened on the trigger, waiting for the target to appear. Finally, the billionaire couldn't hold out any longer and surfaced. A single shot rang out, and he successfully eliminated the target. This was his final assassination. Once he collected payment for this job, he'd disappear with his wife to somewhere remote and live an ordinary life.